Okay, so I hadn't actually planned this third part of the tutorial, but for those of you who want to know how to put this into a function, this tutorial is basically going to show you how to do that. So the only thing we need outside the function is the session start. So I'm going to pull that down a bit. I'm going to start our function sort of on this line, and then for now I'm going to get rid of this echo part because we don't really need it for now. We'll just concentrate on the code at hand, and then we can sort out displaying it afterwards. Okay, so if you do know how to start a function, it's using the keyword function, and then inside we've basically got, or rather the function name, and then inside the brackets we've got the parameters. Now this is going to be more like a procedure because we're not inputting anything into the function, so I'm just going to call this visitors online. Maybe do some camel caps just to make this a bit more easy to read. And then obviously we need our curly parenthesis coming around this function to contain it. Okay, so we've got our session start. This needs to be, like I said, on every page, and then our function is going to start here. And obviously we've got our visitors value that needs to be returned. Basically that's all that's going to be is we're going to say return visitors. And maybe I've sort of made a pointless part of this tutorial, but that's pretty much it. All you're really going to need to do now is say, well, you could create a new variable, let's say v, and that's going to equal visitors online. So visitors online. You can see that it already looks a bit more professional, and then we can say echo there are v visitors online. Okay, and we're going to run this inside the browser, and it's done exactly the same thing. So that's pretty much done the same thing, except we've got it inside a function. Maybe you can include this function inside a global file that you're going to be using in every page, or maybe you just want it to look a bit more professional or easy to call. Maybe you're going to call it a few times on your page. Either way, a function is probably the easiest way to shove this into. It just makes it a lot easier to use at hand. So there we are. That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you around soon with a few more tutorials. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.